It's the weekly show about ProAV with the hottest news in the AV industry. It's rAVe TV. Give it up for Steph and Gary. Steph and Gary.
Hey everyone, this is Gary K.
And Steph Beckett, and this is another episode of rAVe TV. Happy Wednesday at noon Eastern, everyone.
Yeah, every Wednesday at noon, we come to you live. We're the industry's only live TV show, and we come to you on all the social platforms and on ravepubs.com. So if you want to bookmark our page or just go check us out on social, we kind of review the news, and we got to do a quick show today because at the end of the day, or I should say about an hour. About an hour. We're going to start with the ProAV Symposium, and we'll put up a link for you to register. You can go scan that QR code that you see right down here, and you can go ahead and register for the ProAV Symposium. You ready for it, Steph?
Yeah, I am. It's going to be really exciting. We've got a lot of great panels and stuff. I'm going to bring that up later, like exactly what's going to be on it and everything. I'm excited. I think it'll be a good event. Yeah,
we're doing it on launch. Go to launch.com, LAVNCH.com. We have a lot of registrants. It's going to be a great event. It's exciting. I think it's a good time to do something like that as a wrap up for the end of the summer.
Exactly.
How have you been, Steph? We haven't seen each other in person in a while.
I haven't seen you in a long time. I'm good. I feel like you've been traveling. You've been like where and what is it? Carmen San Diego? Where in the world? Carmen San Diego? That's been you the past like 2 weeks. You just got back from Finland, yeah?
I did. I actually did. I was in Finland just literally for the weekend. It was a very quick trip, but I went there to support my daughter, who is an aspiring professional triathlete. That's her dream. But
that's awesome.
She just graduated from college recently, and we have some video if we want to pop some video up there and show. If we got the opportunity to pop some video up there, and I can kind of walk you through. This is the lake they were swimming in. They start, a triathlon. It was a half Ironman. It's the World Championship, half Ironman World Championship in Lahti, Finland, and so they swim a mile and a half, then they bike 56 miles, and then they run a half marathon back to back to back. So she was competing there, and this is the lake they were swimming in, just to kind of give you an idea. This is basically just peeled off my Instagram story.
I was keeping like track. I was watching it all weekend because I think it's so cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. But in any case, I think we have some images popping up, although it just went blank. So I don't know, maybe it's not going to work. I was going to show you some of the, hopefully we'll get it up there in just a second. We'll kind of show you kind of her. Go ahead, Steph.
I was going to ask, I know that the minute that she crossed the finish line, the announcer, announced her name. Is there a chip in her bib that
that's correct. Yeah, she's chipped.
Okay.
And in fact, because of that, Steph, again, that's the World Championship. So she was competing against 3,000 other ladies. And because of that, because she's chipped, I can actually track her on the entire course, including the swim. So I was actually able to watch her swim, and she finished 11th in her. Yeah, she finished 11th in her age group overall in the swim. That's of course, awesome. She was a college swimmer, so she's got a lot of swimming experience. But anyway, so I did an Instagram story. I don't know if we can pop it back up here or not, or if it's not working or something. It's not working. So anyway, I'm really proud of her. She did really well. She beat her goal time by over 5 minutes. It took her right over 5 hours to complete the half Ironman. I was in Finland and just flew there just to watch her do that. Her bike is still in Finland though, Steph. They haven't sent her bike yet with that stuff.
Because there's the shipping service thing, right?
Yeah, it takes a lot to get over a place like that to do an Ironman, but I'm excited because she's qualified for Ironman World, so she's going to do the full Ironman in Kona, Hawaii, in October.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so her first try, she qualified for that, and so I had a great weekend. How about you? Did you do anything fun this weekend?
I'm trying to remember what happened over the weekend. It was Abby's bridal shower, actually.
Oh, okay.
We threw a bridal shower for Miss Abby, who is who works here at rAVe. She's getting married in September. I am one of her bridesmaids. So we threw her a shower. It was really fun. It was such a normal bridal shower, and then some people went home. Yes, it started out very normal as like your regular run-of-the-mill bridal shower, and like that's how it began. And then like throughout the day, like people would leave, and then it was just like us left. And by the end of the day, like we were singing karaoke in her living room, and it was like no longer a normal bridal shower. We're all just like singing karaoke to each other. So, but it was
Is
great.
that because there was a little bit of drinking possibly there, or what?
What? That's crazy. No, yeah, there was. It was a great time. We had so much fun. It was like a blast. So if that is like a taste of what's to come at the wedding is going to be so much fun.
Yeah, well, it seems like a wedding season around our company right now, isn't it?
It is. Yes, Kirsten just got married and she's just back from her honeymoon today, I think. Yeah, we've got a lot of weddings and events and all types of stuff, like big things happening over here for our employees, which is exciting.
Yeah. So what about you, Steph? Steph, what do you think?
What do I think about what?
I mean, maybe you're next. Maybe you should have a bridal shower and a wedding shower and all that kind of stuff. What do you think?
Yeah, sounds great. Yeah. Anyway, now that we're not talking about my dating life, okay.
Well, you often talk about your dating life on our show. You've mentioned a couple of times about weird dating situations on our show.
Yeah.
You've shared.
So I don't think any of those dudes are like contenders for marriage. But anyway, let's talk about CEDIA Expo. Please.
Yeah, because next week we will be at CEDIA. You're going to be there longer than me, but the last chance to register. We got a free pass. It's still good. You can use rAVe CE23 as the code to register for CEDIA. If you scan that QR code, it'll take you to everything we're going to talk about today. So you have a chance to register for CEDIA, among other things. And we're going to be there. You're going to be there. And in fact, I think all of our sponsors are pretty much going to be there. But yeah, and
it's going to be exciting.
We both look good thanks to, or we both sound good thanks to Shure and their microphones. In case you don't know this, here's my handy dandy mic here, and we are proud to have them as a sponsor of rAVe TV. So check out this spot from Shure.
Westcliff University is a private university located here in the heart of Irvine, California. We focus on business, education, and technology and engineering programs in all levels. So we find our history in distance education, which is primarily online education to students around the world. And more recently, we've put an emphasis on hybrid or campus programs. Since we always had an element of distance learning, we weren't as impacted by the pandemic, but once students started coming back to campus, we realized we needed a better audio solution. With the previous AV systems, we kind of piecemealed everything together, so it was a webcam and then a conference speaker, which didn't necessarily work in our larger classrooms, and you couldn't truly hear what a student in the back of the classroom was saying. So when we met with STEM, we used the room design tool on the website, and we were able to design each room exactly how we wanted. The installation process was extremely easy. Our shipment was sent directly to us. It was a complete install directly out of the box. We just mounted them on the wall, placed them on the tables, and once we logged on to the ecosystem platform, we were able to link all of the devices to our network, create a room, and drop all the devices into that room so that they all worked seamlessly together. It fit our audio needs for the different size classrooms. It was plug and play, easy to use, and an ecosystem that eliminated noise conflicts within the space. The moot court room is our mock trial classroom. It's actually used for competitions for mock trial cases nationwide. Since mock trials have moved to an online format, we needed a system with the capability to isolate the participants' audio so that each individual could not hear what the other was saying. STEM ceiling fencing feature allowed us to do just that. We are extremely satisfied with STEM. The customer service has been exceptional. The system works phenomenally, and it's allowed the faculty to feel like the students joining from home were right in the classroom. So currently we have the STEM ecosystem in 26 rooms spread over a few campuses, and more to come.
Okay, we're back.
All right,
Gary, did you want to show your video?
I got the video. So yeah, I'm gonna start. This is 5 o'clock in the morning, and the sun never sets that time of year. This is her getting ready to swim. All right, so
Very
she's getting
cool.
ready to jump on. That's her in the water. She's fourth. She's the girl right there in the middle. She's
Okay.
Right there in the middle, starting her swim. So 1.5 mile swim. And this is just my Instagram story. So you see all my like stupid comments and stuff like that on my Instagram story. Yeah. Hey, for all y'all watching, I'm a proud dad. So what else?
You're a proud dad. And
there she goes. She got out of the water. Look at that. Her 1.2 mile swim, 29 minutes for the 1.2 mile swim. There she is getting her bike. She's running with her bike. So you have to get out of your swimsuit into the
like
tri-suit.
do you do that as you're running?
Yeah, you do that in transition. This is the transition area. So you strip off your wetsuit, immediately put your helmet on, grab your bike.
Where does your wetsuit go?
They have like a bag you have to put it in right there where your bike is. And that's her starting her bike right there. So she's on the 56-mile bike ride. And of course I didn't catch all that. So she's finished her bike, but I'm gonna catch her coming up the last hill right before she gets to the finish line.
Oh yeah, I like remembered her. Like she says something like, "Oh my god, this hill sucks" or something.
Yeah, that's me. I actually caught her on that hill. That's the only place I saw her on the bike because she goes way out in the middle of nowhere in Finland for that. But she's like,
that's what she
this
like.
bike course was so hard. That's what she said.
Yeah.
So now I catch her coming out on the next thing you do, Steph, is you get off your bike and you start your run. And that's a half marathon run that you have to do. So I'm going to catch her when I get rid of this. Catch her going out on a run. So she's just starting her run, putting on her race belt and getting all her nutrition. There she goes. And then
I forgot that
caught her a couple of times on the run. As you can see, she's getting a little tired, but she's smiling. Look at that. Still smiling. Yeah. Again. So this is her finishing. This is her crossing the finish line here in just a second. You can see.
Yeah, and then like I heard them over the speaker go, Olivia K.
Yeah, from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. So yeah. And then so she did. That's awesome. She did really well. I'm really proud of her, and that's cool. Competed against people all over the world, and it's only her third.
Did you ever do this?
I didn't qualify for World Championship. That's a qualifier race. I'm not good enough yet to qualify for World Championships. I probably could have when I was a little bit younger. I got really, really close, but I didn't do enough races. Now that I'm older, it's harder to qualify. But I don't have the time to train, and I'm more focused on her and supporting her and stuff.
I just can't remember if you had ever done that. I know that you've escaped from Alcatraz like a few
I've done
times.
Escape from Alcatraz like 6 times, which is a very difficult race. But I don't like the longer distances. Actually, I selfishly like the Olympic distances, the shorter distances. So but yeah, I'm really proud of her. But anyway, we should go back to the news because I know we got some stuff to cover.
Okay, well, first things first, let's talk about the guide to CEDIA Expo 2023. Editorial intern Gibson Keat wrote that. She's right here. You can wave, Gibson. That's Gibson.
Look at that, right? Literally right next to you.
Yep. So she wrote just a guide to CEDIA Expo's like education sessions about the ones that looked most interesting to our audience. Of course, like Unstoppable AI Revolution that's coming to the home. That one's one you can't miss. Latest from HDMI, and we know why that should matter to you. A little bit about AI, ChatGPT. That's another thing that we're kind of hitting right now. And that one's kind of interesting because it's all about like technology integrators in ChatGPT. So it's kind of hitting that resi-mercial kind of pro area as well. So she wrote where you can find these sessions, how to sign up to attend them if you're already attending CEDIA Expo and all that. You can find that on ravepubs.com. So second, this is CEDIA, the association, not the expo. So don't get them twisted. But this is the association announced the best hardware and software finalists for the 2023 Smart Home Awards. So I think they give these away at CEDIA Expo. But you can go and check out the finalists. You'll see some familiar faces on there. Snap One, Somfy, Savant, Rosewater Energy, Planar. A bunch of our people that we write about are finalists. So it was exciting. So definitely go check that out to see the full list of finalists. It's quite a bit. But yeah, continuing on with more news. Gary, do you want to talk about Avixa's recent research on how much the ProAV market's going to be worth? Because that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they say it's going to be $100 billion more than it is now, which would make it over $400 billion within 5 years. That shows good growth in our industry. That'd be a 20% growth, 25% growth in our industry. Hey, if we can maintain a 25% growth over the next 5 years, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a report that they do annually that kind of covers all the details of what's going on. And if you go to our website at ravepubs.com or scan that QR code, take you straight to that article, you can actually buy that report even if you're not a member. But if you are a member, I think you get a free copy of it. But anyway, I know we have a message from Aver because their NDI tracking on the MT300N. They have an MDI tracking box for it specifically, and they're a big sponsor of what we're doing here. And congratulations to them, because NDI is another unique way to control stuff remotely.
Yeah, 5 years in a warranty is kind of crazy and awesome that they provide that to people who use.
Yeah, that's on all. By the way, that's on all their camera models.
On all the V2. Yeah,
all the pro models basically.
But to get the full details about this, you can go to averusa.com/ProAV. And I think we've linked that. If you want to scan the QR code, you can check that out for the full details as well. So continuing on.
We got a case study.
Yes.
Everyone flies through LaGuardia at some point in time.
Yes.
In their life.
At some point in your life, you're going to fly through LaGuardia. And it used to be kind of like hell to fly in there.
Yeah,
that was the ugliest, the most butt ugly airport you could ever enter.
BUTT-UGLY. There's a dash.
Literally.
Right? There's a dash.
You ain't got no alibi ugly.
Okay.
Airport.
Yeah.
But they've done a lot of renovations, and now it is the most lovely flying experience you could ever have. You walk leisurely by, and there's a water fountain that's lightly singing.
A lot of digital signage too.
So much digital signage. There's this light show and the water fountain that sings New York, New York as you're walking by. It's lovely. But
it all sounds good.
Sounds really good. Thanks to Atlas IED. They had their global comm systems providing communications through, I think, all existing terminals in LaGuardia. So if you want to check out a little more about why it sounds so good in there and all of the ways that global comm was integrated into the different terminals, specifically, I think a lot going on in Terminal B, check it out. Atlas IED is a cool company, and I'm glad that we're covering a lot more of their communication security type things, because that's just becoming something else in our industry, which is probably another reason why it's becoming worth more money. So,
and if you're going to be at CEDIA, definitely make sure you stop by our third sponsor's booth, LaGuardia.
Yeah.
And at CEDIA, they're going to have their digital signage solutions there, but they also have a digital signage solutions
diagram
guide, diagram guide, how to connect things together and what products you can use from C2G and the other brands. But they'll be at CEDIA and the CI Expo, so definitely check them out. And we talked on the top of the hour, Steph, because I know you got to go to the ProAV Symposium, which starts in about 50 minutes. You said you're going to give us a little preview.
Yes. So just talking a little bit about this is kind of 4 hours of market updates. So we are going to have 4 really great panels that we have worked really hard on putting together for you guys. So we're going to have one on human-centric design in UCC. We're going to have one on pretty much all things audio, kind of talking about installed versus rental solutions and what the difference is and what you should use for which one. What are the best companies to go with, kind of answering all questions about that. We've got one on esports and ProAV. That's not going away. That's only going to become more integrated into our industry. And then the final panel of the day is going to be on picking the best video extension solution for your venue. So these are really specific, I think, questions, but we're gonna have a really good time talking to these experts and answering those questions for you guys. So definitely come. It's today at 1 p.m. Eastern. You can register. There's still plenty of time to register. You have 40 minutes. So scan the QR code and come, and we will see you there. We're really excited about it.
And I'm writing up a story right now. I'll have it to you by the end of the day, Steph, about
cool.
Zoom added 21:9 content. So now you can use Zoom in that 21:9 Microsoft Teams front row configuration. So you should definitely mention that in the UCC panel today. That news just came out this morning.
We knew that was coming.
Yeah,
that's like not really a surprise to anybody. Like once one, like I feel like Teams and Zoom are always like neck and neck. Like once one person comes out with something, like the other one's like gonna come out with it in a couple months. But
yeah, and by the way, we're not done. We got lots more launch events between now and the end of the year. In fact, at the end of September, we are doing one that we want to break the attendance record for. That's AI and its use cases in ProAV. We're going to literally cover exactly how AI is being used in ProAV, not just with products, but also the technology itself. Everything from helping you design systems quicker to picking the right technology, and even helping you write the bid specs, right? I mean, because you can actually use it as a writing tool in addition to, all the ways our brands use it, recognize people's faces and split up the screen and things like that. So that's going to be on September 27th at 2 p.m. You can scan that QR code and it'll take you to a registration link. And we want to have record registration for that because everyone's wondering how AI is going to be incorporated in our industry. I hope that you really promote that today during your ProAV Symposium stuff.
Yeah. We'll definitely make sure to promote that today and get a lot of people registered.
We will have some AI stuff in Launch Week 8, by the way. And Launch Week 8 is coming up October 23rd through the 26th.
I know. I'm so excited. Can you believe that we've done 8? Like we're about to have done 8 of those?
And also, can you believe we are almost sold out of all the opportunities for sponsors? So this is going to be a popular launch week. It's going to be a great launch week. We're getting a lot of support out there, not just from the brands, but from the viewers, the watchers, the listeners, the readers of all of our stuff. So definitely register if you have not registered for Launch Week 8. Again, scan the QR code. That'll take you to a registration page. And on that registration page, there's a lot of details about each of the days because we have 4 different theme days and some of the sessions that we're going to have. So check that out. Keep coming back to that because as we add new sessions, we will add more content. And maybe next week, Steph, or the week after, we have a surprise launch event later on in the year from a big brand in our industry that everybody uses and is familiar with. I'm excited about too. So we have a lot of more launch events coming between now and the end of the year. And I'm very excited about what we're doing. So I hope that you pay attention.
Yes, it's going to be super exciting. So thank you everybody for watching. I'm going to use the next 40 minutes to eat lunch really quick and get ready for the next event. So we will see you guys later. Please come to the ProAV Symposium. It's going to be fantastic. And thanks for watching another episode of rAVe TV, you guys.
It's the weekly show about ProAV with the hottest news in the AV industry. It's rAVe TV. Give it up for Steph and Gary. Steph and Gary.